Hi friends, now today I have the honor of introducing to you Dr. P.Lavanya. She has passed her MCI screening in first attempt. She is a student of DAMS Zenzao batch where we do classes in the university itself where our teachers travel, and I'm really proud of her achievement. So Lavanya, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very happy, sir. All because of dams. Without dams, I can't come here from now. And my parents are very happy all because of thanks to dams, thanks to Shubham bro, thanks to you, Sumar Sethi sir. Thank you so much for the dams in Jengjo Medical University.
And I'm sure parents must be highly relieved.
Yes, sir. They are very happy because of my result. I can't express my parents' happiness. Very happy.
Yes, I think this must have been the biggest,
Big, yes, sir.
fear or the, headache on their mind that how will
Yes,
this
sir.
MCI go?
Yes, sir.
And how was your experience, when we started classes in Zenzao, I think it was many years back, and now year after year, teachers are traveling, they are teaching the students. How was your experience with the teachers?
Actually, for every subject, the teachers came to Jengjo, and I'm very thankful to them who came to Jengjo and teaches us very clearly and very knowledgeful and very useful for us. And I would like to thanks to every teacher and every teacher who came to the Jengjo. It will be very helpful for me to join in the dams. Uh,
Any
that's
particular teachers who come to your mind now,
Yes, sir. Mamta ma'am for microbiology and surgery for
um,
Siddharth sir for PSM
hmm,
and Bharat Kati sir for internal medicine
hmm.
and Manish sir
Manish,
for
ophthalmology.
ophthalmology
Yeah.
and that's
So were you,
Anil.
happy to interact with them?
Yes, sir. I
Were you
have.
able to make notes in the class? How was your approach?
Yes, sir. I used to prepare my notes in the class only. After completing, I used to study every day after the class for at least 5 minutes. After going home after the class, I used to study every day. After that, after completing the subject, I used to do bits. In every day, I used to do bits for 50 to 100. I used to do every day MCQs. I used to practice MCQs in every day. It will be very useful for me to build my basics. First of all, I started to build my basics. Later, I used to do from small questions to bigger questions, which are like cases. And personally, also each and every lecturer gave us very motivation. We used to connect in Facebook or in WhatsApp. They in Gmail. We used to connect with lecturers also. They have given so much motivation for us when we are low and when we are unable to study, unable to concentrate ourselves because of other issues and because of other disturbances. We used to say to lecturers, they used to be very helpful in the personally also. They take time for us and they used to message when we feel low. Very useful for us.
Were you happy with the personal attention that the people have given? Like, when you first came into dams, you came with some expectations. Were you happy with the end
Ye-
result?
Yes, sir. I'm very happy for after joining the dams now. I used to build my basics so much. Before, I'm not interested to study. I started studying for myself. I mean, I started studying for myself only. I thought like that. After that, Shubham bro met me and she told me about dams. She used to motivate me after before joining in the dams. After joining only, I used to be very happy. I used to be very useful. Some students now, they used to study their own self, and they used to study their own self without joining any dams or any other coaching classes. But it's very useful, sir, to join dams. They used to give notes for every topic and every lecture, every question, every topic, and the same questions will come in the other books, and same questions in the MCQs in the online exams. eMedicos app, it will be very useful for me, and I did my mock test also. It's very useful for that. I gained my confidence after doing the mock test in eMedicos.
What was your rank in the mock test?
It's second rank, sir.
Second.
Top
Wow.
two. I
So
was
did,
in.
did that give you the confidence?
Yes, sir. It's so much. Before now, I used to. I have studied so much concept, but I don't have any confidence. I feel like I did not remember anything. I did not study anything. I feel like that, sir. After doing the mock test, after doing MCQs in the DAMS e-medicos app, it will be I gain main confidence first of all. It will be very helpful. Very direct questions from mock test. Around 10 to 15 questions, direct questions from mock test only.
Were you happy with the well-rounded approach that we have? Like we follow up the classes with the eMedicos app, with the tests, mock tests, YouTube videos, Facebook groups,
Yes, sir.
WhatsApp interactions.
Yes, sir.
So were you happy with that we were not like a one-stop place where the people come only for a class, but they also support you after that?
No, sir. After the classes also, we used to touch with the lecturers, dance lecturers. They helped us so many times. I used to message every lecturer like if I low with the anatomy, I did not study in the anatomy. I used to message to Dr. Sandeep sir. He used to motivate for me so much. If I low in the microbiology, na, I used to message to Mamta madam, and he used to motivate. She used to motivate for me so much. They helped us in personally also. They helped us so much. It's
We believe that we believe that if we can help you in all
Yes,
ways
sir.
possible, it will all help to create a better result.
Yes, sir.
It is
Yes,
not
sir.
just somebody visiting and going and disappearing.
Yes, sir.
It's just like a
Every
connect.
lecturer is with positive mind, positive thoughts. I used to gain from knowledge from them. I used to gain from positive thought and thinking positively from every lecturer. I used to from unique thing. I used to learn from every lecturer, sir.
And how was the experience with the MCA exam that you appeared for this time? Was the exam on a tougher
Yes,
side?
sir.
What was your experience?
In this June, the exam is very tough, sir, than in December. They used to ask like we used to concentrate only few topics like which are important, vaccines and HIV, breast cancer, like that. We used to concentrate more, but they are not asking questions from that. They used to trick our concept, how we studied, how we gain knowledge, or we used to by heart the knowledge, or we used to study the how we studied, how we gain the knowledge. There in every question there is a some tricky point is there. We have to catch that. Without with by hearting, we can't do anything, sir. First of all, we have to
Understanding
gain
is the key, I think.
understanding is
Understand.
very important, sir.
Yeah.
Understanding and gaining knowledge is very important.
Any visual questions this time in the exam?
Yes, sir. From anatomy, around 5 questions came, and from Dharma, around 5 questions came.
Yeah.
Image-based questions, 5 to 10 questions from Dharma. Anatomy, 5 questions for picture-based questions, and 5 questions for they used to tricky some question in the question. We have to catch the tricky so that we can solve the question also.
So, when I now ask you, like when you started preparing in the college itself, and you have passed MCA screening in the first go.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you look back at your journey, like how do you look back at your journey now? That were you happy with the decisions that you make?
Yes, sir. I worked very hard last few months. Before I have some basics in every subject, sir. After joining DAMS, now I have prepared myself from where to start, from where to end, where to start in, where to useful to which concept is useful for FMG, which concept is not useful for FMG. I used to learn from the DAMS coaching classes only. They used to give some important topics, and from direct questions are came from notes. Uh, After that, I used to prepare. After completing every concept, now I used to do questions, queries in the eMedicos app. I used to do every day 50 to 100 MCQs. I have done in the in the eMedicos app.
What
It
was your strategy on the day of the exam? Like
day of the
some people,
exam.
and
Okay,
how
sir.
many did you score in the end? Oh, like what did you think while doing the exam that how much you will score, and what was your final score? Like when you were attempting, were you able to think that I'll be able to score this much, or like how was the paper?
The eMedicos app paper.
The real exam.
The real exam. The real exam is in the first paper they used to give so much happiness, like they are giving very easy questions, so that we think positively, and we thought that we will pass this time. Like after first paper, I am very happy. My father is very happy by seeing me very happy. After second paper, na, I used to very dull. Uh, I cannot talk to my father also. He also dull by seeing me. In the first paper, they used to ask very basic questions sir, from physiology and from pharmacology and biochemistry. Very direct questions from pharmacology. 10 to 15 questions are direct questions from notes. We have to study pharmacology each and every bit in the notes. And after pharmacology, biochemistry, most of the questions from biochemistry notes only, sir. Around 10 to 15 questions in biochemistry also. And PSM also, very basic questions they asked this time in the first paper. Very basic questions in every subject. Like in the first paper, they used to touch only few subjects, only anatomy, PSM, and forensic medicine. One or two questions from forensic medicine. Psychiatry, one or two questions from psychiatry, like that. Most of the questions from pharmacology and biochemistry and PSM and physiology. Only few questions from physiology also, physiology basics also. And
So it
second,
is like, probably if we can, find out from you, is like if even if you don't do one part a little well, if you can compensate from the other part, like
yes, sir.
I think that kind of worked for you. Like
Yes,
that
sir.
part two
It
was
will.
more tough and part one was more direct, and you kind of hit it hard in the part one.
Yes, sir. I hit it hard in the first paper only because it is very easy paper. So I used to prepare for every question. I used to prepare my mind. I have to score most of the questions. I have to score from in the first paper only because second paper is to be very tough, very tough.
And how did you manage that mindset? Like, because when you
Because
were
of
in
dams
preparing,
lecturers, dams lecturers, I used to think positively. I used to touch with every lecturer personally. I prepared my brain because of only dams lecturers, sir. Because of Mamta madam, Dr. Sandeep sir for anatomy, Ankit sir, Anil sir for ops gynae. I used to gain some knowledge from them, sir.
like after every teacher visiting your place and teaching you in the college,
Yes, sir.
like what was your first reaction when they were teaching and when they were finishing the subject? Were you surprised at the ease that they could deliver, or like
Yes, sir.
what was your feeling?
After completing the subject, uh, I used to think I know most of the topics. I gained the most knowledge from the notes only. I was very happy after the class. In the beginning of the class, I used to prepare myself that we have to sit in the almost 12 hours. We used to sit in the class. We used to concentrate each and every minute in the class. We used to write. I have prepared my mind before the class, and in between our lecturers are very friendly with us. In between we used to sleep. They used to wake up for us. It's very useful, very positive minded lecturers, sir. We have.
And we also conducted that computer-based mock test
Yes,
in
sir.
which you scored the rank 2. And I would like to take this opportunity to advise all future graduates
Yes,
appearing
sir.
for the exam. Please give the mock test before
Yes,
you
sir.
appear for the final exam. That
Yes, sir.
helps you to
Gain
build
some confidence
confidence
and gain
and get
some
an idea
knowledge.
about the
Yes,
exam.
sir. The same pattern they have given in the DAMS, the e-medicos mock test. The same pattern is given in the final paper also. Very direct questions from mock test only. For 10 to 15 questions are direct questions from mock test only. It will be very useful for you guys to gain some confidence by doing mock tests. For some people because of fear, because of anxiety, they used to
Yeah,
skip that mock
yeah.
test, but it is very useful. I used to do like that only, sir. That's why I did not attempt in the
Uh,
last December.
uh,
But after doing mock tests, after doing many questions for
Now you feel
practice,
more confident.
yes, sir,
Yes.
I feel more
Great,
confident.
great. And Lavanya, I also want to know, like now, when I look back at the entire journey that DAMS had with Janzoi University, and with our teachers going, traveling there, teaching, I would like to thank the entire team,
Yes, sir.
Shubham and this Dr. Siddharth,
Yes,
all the
sir.
teachers who traveled,
Travel to
and many
Jinjo.
times it was actually minus temperature, but they went and they were
Yes,
teaching
sir.
with all dedication,
Yes, sir.
and I want to thank them all for their efforts.
Yes, sir.
And I would also like to, congratulate each of the students that we have had for exemplary results that they have given
Yes,
year
sir.
after year.
Yes, sir.
And I would like to extend this as an opportunity to all people listening to us today. Like, if you want us or DAMS to, create such a mechanism or a teaching curriculum for your university or the college that you're studying in, do get in touch with us. in the comment section. We'll be happy to answer and happy to, listen to you further.
Yes, sir.
And I also want, Lavanya to give us some final, boost ups. Like one is I want her to say something motivating to future aspirants.
Yes, sir. I used to say only one thing, sir. First, we have to build our basics slowly. After building for each and every subject, after completing notes, after completing each and every topic from the notes, immediately after completing notes, we have to do MCQs around. So many. If you do more MCQs now, we will remember more questions in the mind. It will be very useful for in the long-lasting memory. It will, after completing notes, please do bits, please do so much as you can, so many MCQs, and before going the exam, please do revise notes around 3 to 4 times. It is very useful, sir. They used to ask very few questions from corner of the notes. Corner of the notes they used to ask, like very few questions. Few questions came like that, sir. 3 to 4 times revision is must and before going the exam.
Multiple revision of the notes,
Yes, sir.
our understanding in the classes, practicing MCQs, giving the mock test. I think that summarizes the entire thing. And I would also like to add from my own side that do not be afraid of the exam. Many times I've seen people who are graduating abroad. Sometimes
sir.
they're so afraid of the exam that they
Yes,
are not
sir.
able to put in the required amount of effort.
Yes, sir.
So you have to take it in your stride, and in times to come, with the next exam coming into place, it is a good idea to start thinking about studying in the beginning of the your journey itself.
Journey itself.
Like she started early, she and
Build
she
my
would join
basics
classes
daily.
in her own university.
Yes, sir.
And I think Dr. Shubham took the initiative.
Yes, sir.
And
Thanks to Shubham bro,
yeah.
sir.
So
Finally.
I think like they say, when you are really wanting to do something, the universe would help.
Yes, sir.
And here
We
here
have
you
to,
are.
after completing the subjects notes and after preparing everything, we have to think positively so that we can pass. We have to think positive, no negative thing in the mind.
It's in the mind as
in
well.
the mind as well. After completing paper also, if it is tough, we have to think positive that something is going to happen, that universe will help you, God will help you, God will see your hard work. Finally, you will pass.
On this
Definitely.
note, I would like to congratulate you once more
Thank you
on
so
your
much, sir.
achievement that you
Thank you so
passed
much.
this tough exam at the first go itself.
Thank you so much.
And I would like to convey my regards to your parents.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sure they must be
very happy
and proud parents
because
today.
of dance only.
And you have put in your own hard
My
work.
dad is my very role model for me, and he used to support me everything in my life.
So
I would like to
think,
thank
I
my
would like to
parents.
congratulate him also on this occasion.
you,
I'm
sir.
sure he would be a very, very proud father today.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.